Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing today? Oh my gosh, what a beautiful day it has been. You know what? I've been in the greatest mood today. And I don't know. I don't know if it's the energy or if it's just me or whatever, but at any rate. So I'm so happy to be here. My name is Lauri Albert. I am a spiritual medium, manifestation author, let me see, intuitive educator, podcast host, the whole gamut. And tonight we are going to be doing readings. So let's do this. I'm super excited to for us all to be here together in this space. So let's just all together take a nice deep breath in and release it. I don't know. To me, that changes everything. Just taking that little deep breath in. I love it. Love it. Okay. So before we jump into our readings, in honor of Mother's Day this past week, I wanted to say a few words about something that might sound kind of mystical, but it's honestly, it is mystical, but it's also an incredibly human thing and natural. Okay. And what am I talking about? I am talking about the divine feminine energy. Right. Isn't it? I mean, ooh, it's like yummy, right? And the funny thing is about this energy is that people sometimes hear the words divine feminine energy and they immediately think, that it applies to only women, or that it means that it's about being soft spoken or peaceful and floating around through life wearing a linen outfit, holding a crystal and all that kind of stuff, which is all great to do, by the way. Okay. But divine feminine energy is so much deeper than that. Okay. It is an energy that we all carry. We do. We just all carry it, man and women, right? And it is the sacred, and here's what it is, it's the sacred ability to flow instead of force something, okay? Which I find to be amazing. And it's actually also about trusting instead of controlling every little tiny detail of life. So, doesn't that sound, I mean, to me, I just love whoever thought that up, whoever, created that or figured it out. I think it's extraordinary, because here's the thing. If you think about it, we live in a world, and you guys tell me if this makes sense to you, because to me, it totally makes sense. Okay. We live in a world that teaches us to hustle constantly, push harder and fight through the pain. Oh, that's a big one for me, right? We've all been taught that. You have to prove yourself, you have to achieve, go, 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 all of that. There is nothing wrong with action and strength. Nothing. But that's how we've been taught. Okay. And I think that one of the most beautiful things about divine feminine energy is that it teaches us about soft strength, not weakness, but soft strength. Okay. And this kind of energy, what I love about this is it's the kind of energy that can remain open-hearted after disappointment, or it's the kind that chooses maybe compassion without losing the boundaries that you've set in place. Okay. And this is not like a passive quality. That's the fun thing. Okay. I like to think of this as sacred spiritual intelligence. Doesn't it sound, it kind of sounds like FBI-ish, but it's not, it's intelligence and it's soft. Because honestly, the more that we connect with this energy, the more we stop sort of fighting ourselves. I hope that makes sense. And we stop fighting ourselves and we start flowing with spirit, allowing things to happen in a whole different way and in a more peaceful way. Okay? So, as you go through today and through the days ahead, I invite you to consider the idea of taking just a moment to stop and consider your own divine feminine energy, okay? And how it can truly help you find maybe even a newfound kind of peace, okay? We all crave this. We all crave that peace, right? And one of the ways to do this is to tap into that beautiful, gorgeous, divine feminine energy. So does anybody have anything they want to say about this? I need to say hello to people. Hello, people. Hi, Frank. And hello to Jackie and Monica. Oh my God. And Goddess King and Jessica and Steve Joss. I love seeing all of you guys here. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much for being here. I love the idea of tapping into divine feminine energy. It's gorgeous. It is, it's just something that we should all tap into periodically. It reminds us to slow down, basically, and to allow the flow to continue, right? Okay. So I am good. Hi, Michelle. New here. Yay. I am going to be giving readings. I'm going to do my little spiel talking about how I do the readings. Okay. So just so you guys know. All right. So those of you new, Michelle, I am a spiritual medium. And tonight what we are doing, I am doing mediumship readings, psychic readings, and oracle card readings. That sounded like I was from back east. Oracle CAD, But I have, and I think I showed you guys this last week, but I'm not sure. I have a new deck, and it's called the Lunar Magic deck. My daughter bought it for me for actually my birthday last month. So yeah, it was kind of cool. And then I have the two Denise Lynn decks, the Sacred Destiny deck and the Sacred Forest deck. These are my go-to decks. I've got probably 25 to 30 decks, right? You try things and you see where it goes. And occasionally I'll pull out another fun, different type of deck. So there you go. The way I do this is, oh, you bought it too, Jackie. Oh my God, that is so cool. That is so good. Hey, Marcy, nice to see you. The little yellow rose of Texas. The yellow rose of Texas is the only one for me, or something. I forget how it goes. But yeah, there's a yellow rose of Texas on it. Just honoring you. Okay, so the way I do this is, you guys tell me if you want a reading. You can start typing in if you're interested in getting a reading. That's great. And I don't have like a list or anything like that. I go by whoever spirit is throwing out to me. Oh, you need to read this person. Spirit makes it very clear. I have a really cool and interesting relationship with my spirit guides. So they, I lead what I like to say is a spirit-led life. So spirit is always like, I'm always asking the questions, spirit is always answering my questions. I should say it that way. Always answering my questions. So, they tell me who needs a reading, who is in need right now, all of the blah, 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 blah. So let's get this little game started here, Okay. So whenever I call on you, let me know if there's somebody in spirit you'd like to hear from that has passed. If there's an area of your life you'd like some clarity on, whatever it is for you. Okay. And Somebody told me, I would like to ask some questions about what it's like to be a medium and that sort of thing. So if you have any questions about that, bring it on. Let's do this thing. Okay. I want to say a couple things really quick. First of all, wherever you're watching from, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is. I would love to stay in touch, keep in touch, stay in touch, all of that. And please know that I have a spiritual community called Patreon. Well, it's called the Spirit Room. Okay. And it's on Patreon. So you can reach that. I'm going to give that to you in just 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to show you that. So what you can do is, and everything is free on it. Okay. And you will be told when I have upcoming events where I'm giving readings, where we're talking about, there's meditations on there, all sorts of different fun things. Okay. So that being said, yay. Okay. Okay. So let's start out. You follow me everywhere. Jackie, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay. So because she's new, we're going to start with Michelle. Yay. So what is your question? Your question is, I would like a reading about what my spirit guides would like to tell me, if possible. That's a fantastic. She's like, woo! I love it. That's great. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out. This is really interesting because I was looking at my decks that are sitting down here and I was like, should I pull a card? What should I do? What should I do? This is for Michelle. Okay. And it's kind of interesting. So, all right. So I'm pulling a card from the Sacred Destiny deck. I feel like that this is very life-centered, this reading. Okay. Oh, wow. How cool is this? I pulled the Thriving card. Look at that. The sun is behind the tree. Okay. I feel like that's the part of this card that we're supposed to kind of look at. Okay, Michelle? And please tell me yeses and nos. And by the way, I'm not scared of no. If you're not vibing with it, say, you know what, I'm really not understanding that. Okay. And I'll try to get more clarity as to, what the deal is with that. Okay. So Michelle, I feel like that right now, when I tap into your energy, I feel like that your energy is a little bit low. And when I say low, I mean, I'm kind of feeling like that you are going through the motions. Okay. Going through the motions. And it's kind of like, I'm not saying that you don't have full on like any idea where to go next kind of thing, but I feel like you have little trickles of that, but I also kind of feel like that you just you're feeling like you might be at like kind of a standstill. Okay. Yeah. So that's what that feels like. Now, where to go from here? Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a card from the Lunar Magic deck now. Ooh, okay. That's the card. Oh, wow. This is so freaking fascinating. Oh my gosh. Okay. So first we got the Thriving card, and I was talking about how it kind of feels like you're at a standstill, sort of that sort of thing. Wait till you see this card. Okay. So that was kind of like where you've been, but this is where we need to talk about. I love this. It's the Hunter's Moon, and it says goals, driving force, ancestors, and spirit guides. Honestly, Michelle, I swear to God, I love what I do so much, but you can't make this stuff up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, spirit just has this way of just giving us what we need. So at any rate, okay, I feel like that I am supposed to talk to you, not necessarily, and sometimes I get stuff that's not exactly what the card says, just so you know. I feel like that I want to talk to you about creating intentions for yourself. Now, here's the fun thing about this Intentions aren't about necessarily, they're not the same thing as goals. Okay. Um, they're not the same thing as goals. Okay. So a goal is, I'm going to lose 30 pounds by X date, or this or that, the other thing, that sort of like tangible, more tangible things. And intention is more like, it more is like, my intention is to figure out where my passion sits. Okay. And it's so interesting that spirit gave me that, because that's what I'm kind of getting for you. I feel like that spirit is like right there. Like you've got your spirit guides that are all right there, but you're missing what you think. Like you have many passions. Let me just put it this way. I feel like that you've got a lot of things that you're passionate about, but where is that one thing that is going to sort of propel you into your future with joy and peace and fun, So that's what this is about. And what I would really suggest, and this is what I'm being told. Okay. So let me just throw this out there. I think it would be really good for you to join my Patreon page. And I'm sorry to say, because I do what I call spirit love notes. And on Wednesdays, I do journal prompts. Okay. I send everybody, I send like messages out, and a lot of times they're journal prompts to make you think a little bit. You don't necessarily have to write everything out. It's just a matter of, moving, getting your mind to move a little bit, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, that being said, Michelle, I want to talk to you about like allowing yourself. How can I explain what I'm trying to say here? Allowing yourself, I'm like looking at this with the spirit guides. I feel like that they're right there, but you're not necessarily, you're not hearing them. You're not sort of acknowledging them as much as you could. Okay. Do you meditate, Michelle? Because that's kind of what I'm getting, that maybe meditation could like facilitate you starting to figure this stuff out, right? And then gotta say, just saying here, that I've got who I believe is like a grandmotherly type person, somebody that's a little bit on the older side, feels like a grandma. And I feel like that she is she's totally in your corner, and she is the type of person where she's just like, okay, let's do this, like I'm right here with you, we're going to do this together, and that sort of thing. So Michelle, tell me if any of this makes sense to you. I would really love to know, first of all, right? Let me see what else. What else? I think that once you work on the intentions, I think that the goals will then start to come. Oh, Michelle says, I meditate sometimes, and I've been trying to connect with them for almost 2 years. Oh boy, do I understand that. I really want to hear my guides. Would it be grandma on my mom or dad's side? Well, I'm not understanding. It feels maternal. Okay. So I really would love to say, I feel like I want to say that it's your mom's side. Okay. It's so interesting because I was trying to see her, and what I'm seeing, and tell me yes or no about this. She was traditional grandma, but she was also, she thought out of the box a little bit too. So she was like this grandma. She's like, I'm seeing both ends of the sides of the coin. Like, I feel like I'm seeing her. This could be actually both of your grandmas. So just keep that open, keep an open mind about this. My grandmothers, when they come in, they always come in together. And so like, I'm always screwing up the medium, because my one grandmother was taller than my other grandmother was really short. One had red hair, one had white hair, that whole thing. Right. So in saying that, yeah, it could be both grandmas, but I feel very traditional. Like I'm seeing pearls, that sort of thing. But then I'm also seeing her in a place where she is a lot of fun. Like she would do fun things with you, that sort of thing, that like maybe a traditional, grandma might not do, and that sort of thing. Okay. So that being said, but I am getting that it's maternal, just saying. Okay. Now, she died when I was a little girl, so it's hard to answer, but the one has light hair and the other has dark. Okay. I'm feeling light hair, just saying. Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling like light hair. Okay. So that being said, I feel like that you've got the ability to tap into her. Okay. And again, and I'm so sorry to say this, but it's just coming to me. I have a Meet Your Spirit Guide. I have a Meet Your Spirit Guide meditation on the Patreon page. Okay. And again, it's all free. So I'm not like asking you to pay for anything, right? So if you want to go to the Patreon page, patreon.com/Lauri Albert, I'm going to put it up there. And sign up for that. You can do this meditation. And here's the thing, you can do it over and over and over again. I want to tell you really fast the story about meeting my spirit guides. I tried for years and years and years to meet my spirit guides because I thought it had to look a certain way. I'm going to say it that way. I thought that, having a relationship with my guides, I thought it had to look a certain way. However, it doesn't. It's whatever works, whatever it is that kind of shows up. Okay. I finally started. Now I have a whole team that I call in, and they're all like up in front of me. And my college boyfriend is my gatekeeper, who is the one that kind of organizes the spirits back there and organizes things on the spirit side for me. Right. So he's a guide too, so it's one of those things, but boy, do I understand the trying to meet your spirit guide and having no luck. I totally get that. All right. Now, if you want to, if meditation, the last thing I'm supposed to say is meditation for you would be extraordinary. It would be a really good idea. Okay. And maybe try the meeting your spirit guide meditation if that's what you want. But getting into the sort of habit of meditating could be a great idea for you. Even if it's only 10 minutes a day, sitting quietly, or just sitting and listening to real chill music, like no melody line or no words, that sort of thing. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that, Michelle. I wish you the best. So much love. Yeah. So yeah, good luck with that. And let me know if you need anything else, any other sort of advice, and hope to see you on Patreon. Hope to see you in the spirit room. So, all right. So now fun times. Who is next? Who wants a reading? Hi, Nahid. Nice to see you. Okay, let's see who wants a reading. Let me see what else. All right, dear Frank. Where are you? Oh, I will go back to meditate more again. Thank you for the nice reading. Oh, you're so welcome. Good. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so Frank, are you still here? Yay. All right. I think you said that you had a question. Oh, you have court on Monday. Okay. So do you have a specific question, or do you want me just to go for it? I feel like, okay, I have two things I want to say. All right. Number one, I'm getting I'm tapping into your sun's energy a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about that. But then I'm going to pull a card specifically on Monday's thing. You have the child custody on Monday, and she has been completing her sober link. So I want to know what the outcome will be. Okay. All right. Now, and I know you know this, but I want to say this for other people too. It's fantastic. I can give you psychic readings till I'm blue in the face. Okay. However, there is such a thing as free will. Okay. So things may happen that we're not sort of privy to right now. Okay. So I can give you, as a psychic reading, I can give you the probable outcome. Okay. So that all being said, and that does sound kind of like a cop out, but I always want to say that, because psychics get a bad rap in terms of like, what's going to happen? Who's like, am I ever, the love of my life? When are they going to show up? That sort of thing. You may be going to meet the love of your life on a train, but then you decide to take a plane instead, that sort of thing. So that's like free will. But anyway, bottom line is, okay. First of all, I'm tapping into your sun's energy, and I'm sensing more and more questions. Okay. There's things that aren't, and I don't know where this is coming from. Okay. But I'm sensing a lot of questions that he has. Okay. I feel like that as time goes by, there's more and more questions happening. Things are not quite adding up for him right now. Okay. Now, that being said, all he has to listen to right now is one side of this. Okay. So that's why the questions aren't kind of adding up. Just saying. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to pull a Sacred Destiny card for you. Sacred Destiny card for you. Okay. All right. Let's see what it says. Oh my God. This is so good. This is cool. All right. We'll see where the reading leads us. Do you see where it says potential? Okay. So potential is the word on the card, but look at it. That's not a volcano, just so you know. Okay. The world is not going to explode on Monday. Just saying, right? It's a mountain, but there are beautiful stars and clouds and the universe behind it. Okay. So that's where I'm going with this, just so you know. Nothing is exploding. I'm not seeing any exploding things. Okay. Unfortunately, though, I have to say I am kind of getting that it's a long road to climb. Okay. Because I pulled the mountain card, right? And it says potential, right? However, what is kind of cool about this is that you are, and this might sound strange, but I'm getting that you are ready for the challenge. You are, and sometimes you may not feel like it, but you are ready for the challenge. You've got your ducks in a row. You're taking notes. You're in the healthiest position that you can be in to walk up the mountain. Okay. It's so interesting because I feel like that you already did, but this situation where you ran into them last week or whatever, if you remember, or was that this week? I don't remember. I'm sorry, but document it. Make sure that all of it was documented and given to the appropriate people. Okay, so I want to say that. All right. You're prepared for this. You're ready. The one main thing, and I know you, but I don't know you that well. I worry about you allowing sometimes your temper to get the best of you in terms of this thing, right? In terms of this thing. Sit on your hands if you have to. Okay. Sit on your hands, bite your tongue, do whatever you need to do, because there's going to be things said that are not accurate. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to throw that out to you. Okay. There are things going to be said that are not accurate, but sit on your hands. Your lawyer has your back. Okay. Your lawyer has your back. Okay. And the more calm that you look and you come across, the best, that's going to be the best for the, that outcome. Okay. And I don't know that you have a temper issue, so that's not really where I was going with that. I just want to say I feel like that they're going to try to get your goat, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, so I want to say that. Okay. There's somebody stepping forward. There's somebody stepping forward, and I got it. You know what? It doesn't feel like it's a loved one in spirit. It feels like it's a spirit guide relating to this particular court date or your particular situation, not even this particular court date, but that sort of thing. So what I'm getting from this is your spirit guide. It's kind of like, don't ask me why. This one's a little bit funny, right? So I feel like that this spirit guide that's with you is a little bit silly, tries to keep things light, that sort of thing. And I feel like that he's right there. Like, okay. And I just said he, so it must be he. I feel like he's right there. And do you remember? This is so funny. And if I talk about him, he's going to show up. I know, but do you remember the battery commercial with Robert Conrad? And he's like, go ahead, knock it off. And the battery's like on his thing, knock it off, kind of thing. That's what I feel like for you. Oh my God. Do you remember Robert Conrad? I love it. Right. So, is this okay. So this spirit guide, is it John? Is that who it is? Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, you know what, Marcy, you're right. It does look like the Milky Way. I love that. Sorry, I didn't see that comment until just now. Okay, so keep going. Okay, keep the faith. As I told you before, I'm still getting, it's not going to be exactly the way that you have things that you're expecting it to be. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be okay. Okay. And the other thing is, if you do get custody, which I feel like we're leaning towards, okay. I feel like we're leaning towards that unless something big and dramatic happens. That's when the healing with your son is really going to start taking place. Okay. So do your best not to, diss your ex. Okay. Do your best to not talk about her at all with your son. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Do your best not to do that. Okay. Just stay as calm as you possibly can. Okay. That feels right. It feels like she's missed 14 tests. That's crazy. That's crazy. She's missed 14 tests. Wow. At any rate, okay. So that being said, it's a long road to haul. But honestly, I feel like that this mountain has kind of almost more to do with not necessarily the court date, but the healing that's going to be taking place with your son. There's so much happening, questions, and am I, like questioning himself, questioning you, questioning her, questioning, like life, like what is going on, that sort of thing. So keep that in mind. There's confusion surrounding him. Okay. And if you can find a really good therapist, I think that would be fantastic. I think that would really help him sort some things out. I feel like that he keeps a lot inside. Yeah, and you would know that definitely. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave you with that. What is today? Today is Thursday. Best of love and luck to you, Frank. You're a give. Oh, this is what thank you. This is the last thing I'm supposed to tell you about this. Okay. What I'm really supposed to tell you, the bottom line to this whole entire thing is, before you go, I know you're not going to like this, sit in meditation for just a few minutes and say, okay, spirit guides, please have my back on this. This is the important part, give it all up to spirit. Okay. Stay in that high vibration as much as you possibly can. Stay in the high vibration. Stay in that place of love. Focus on, don't even look at her. Focus on the love you have for your son. Focus on the love for your son. Okay. Love, love, love. Love is the highest vibration. Okay. So when you're sitting in a place of fear, hate is not the bottom. Fear is the bottom. Okay. So stay out of that place of fear all weekend. Work really hard this weekend on keeping your vibration high. Just saying, dance around the house, put on the best music that you love and dance around the house. Keep your vibration as high as possible. That is going to help you manifest this whole thing. Okay. All right. So much love. Best of luck. I just feel so much empathy and love. So best of luck to you. Okay. And please let me know how it goes. I think, at this point, we'd all kind of like to know, next week, come back and share. Okay. All right. So much love to you, Frank. All right. So who would like a reading now? Bring it on, friends. And bring it on. Who would like a reading? Come on. Come on. Come on. Who wants a reading? Jackie. Oh, Jackie wants a reading. Yay. Okay, Jackie. Fill us in from last time. How are things going? Tell me how it's going. And let me know what I can do for you. What's your question? Who in spirit world do you want to hear from? Okay. And yeah, let me know how it is, how it goes for you. And I'm talking to all the other people on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. Bring it on. Let me know how it's, let me know what I can do for you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm a little bit concerned. I'm having so many technical issues lately. It has been insane, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, so let's see here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, Jackie, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? Jackie, Jackie, Jackie. Okay. It's going okay. Yay, you're meditating more. Yay. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to do a general reading for you. You tell me if there's something specific that you want. However, I'm sitting here saying that, but I've got a, okay, so you want a card. I'm going to do a card in just a minute, but I need to tell you, I've got a lady here. I feel like she's a contemporary of yours. So when I say that, I mean somebody in like your, hi, SK. I feel like it's somebody in your age range. Okay. So I don't know who it is on the other side. It feels like it might be an old friend that has passed away. So, and again, Jackie, give me yeses and nos. I know you know the drill. But give me yeses and nos so I know what the deal is here. Okay. I feel like that she's timid because she's showing me her being a little timid to come through. Okay. However, by the same token, I feel like that I'm trying to figure. Yes, she did have a friend pass. Okay. So was she kind of on the timid side? And I'm asking that only because sometimes they are a little timid at first just to come through because they've never done it before, all that kind of thing. I feel like she's dressed up. And I don't know if that's just for here today or what, but I feel like she's dressed up and she's honored that you remember her. Okay. No, she was outgoing and loud. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, so let's just go with I'm trying to get sort of a physical description so that you know who this is. Because it might be somebody else other than that lady, the loud and outgoing lady. Okay, let me just describe her this way. I'm seeing her. She's got thinning hair, okay, and it's straight, and it's kind of like down to here, maybe, okay. I feel like she's got sort of like brown eyes, not real dark eyes, but brownish eyes. I feel like she's showing me a hospital gown, okay. I'm asking her how she passed. And she's showing me, this might sound strange, and hopefully this will help you figure out who it is. But I feel like that she'd be doing really, really great for a while, and then she'd really be doing bad, and she'd end up in the hospital for a while, and then she'd come back, and she'd be doing great again, and then she'd, and I feel like that the last time she was in the hospital, it was like she was, I hate to say it this way, but she was just done. She was just done. She was tired of feeling bad, tired of all of the pressure. I don't know why I'm getting that word, but the pressure. So yeah. Okay. So now, I feel like that this girl was kind of, I feel like that this girl was kind of the mind of, she was, I gotta say, yeah, this doesn't feel like that this lady was outgoing at all, because I feel like that she had, she was very, in a sense, she was kind of serious about her path. Like she wanted to get a whole bunch of things accomplished before she was very aware of her own mortality. And she wanted to do all these certain things before she passed. Yeah. So it doesn't feel like this is the outgoing lady. And I feel like that she keeps showing me the hospital. She keeps showing me the hospital, the hospital, the hospital. And so I keep asking her how she passed. And, and it's so interesting because my voice keeps kind of cutting out. And I'm thinking that's her, because that's the way it happens sometimes, you guys. Like I'll take on a trait or something, now you're not sure. Okay, yeah. I really am getting that she was very appreciative of you. There were things that you helped her with. There are things that you helped her with that she would not quite understand why, you were like, you would go above and beyond what you needed to do to give her comfort. That's kind of where I'm going with that. Okay. But at any rate, bottom line is, and I gotta be honest, I don't think she was a close friend. Okay. This could be somebody that you knew needed a little bit of help, to help you, and so you would help her out. I don't feel like a real closeness. I just feel like that this is somebody who is very appreciative of you. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna get the message from her, because obviously I don't want to spend too much time on trying to figure her out. But her message to you is that please know, and she's in a sense, I don't want to say she's like serious, but she's like very serious in this moment. Okay. You helped her out, and you're more of a help to so many people than you will ever understand. There are things that you have done. And this is what she's saying. And I'm going to talk in first person like I'm her. Okay. She's like, you helped me out so much and you don't even remember. That's how cool you are. That's how amazing you are. That's how giving you are. You're such a person that is a giver, and you don't even know how much of an impact that you have on people's lives. So this is what she's saying. I'm still talking in first person. She's saying, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt the impact that you have on other people in this world. And she's talking to me. Have you been giving oracle card readings lately or something? Because that's what she's saying. She's like, go out there, take those cards and start giving readings, because in addition to this beautiful soul that you are, you can actually help more people out if you start to give more readings. So I'm supposed to tell you that. That's amazing. Okay, so there's that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card for you and see if she's like, whoa, like I am so dizzy from this lady. So you did to your best friend the other day. That's awesome. Okay. That's the start. That's the beginning of it. Okay. That is the beginning of it. Okay. So, all right. Now I am pulling a Sacred Forest fairy deck for you. And this is like the general part. Okay. Oh my God. This is so perfect for you. This is like, first of all, look at the picture. It says Daffodil Fairy and it says new beginnings. But oh my gosh, look at that. You know what? Yellow is, and she's laughing right now because she's like, yellow is like perfect for you. Because it's happy and it's up and all of that. That's perfect for you. Now, what I'm getting for you for this card is, what you're supposed to be doing spiritually, that sort of, down that road. What you should be doing. Keep moving forward in terms of that. Because that is your real, I don't want to say your real gift, because it's not like you only have one gift, right? You have such a beautiful gift helping people out and being with people and all of that. Okay. So, trust yourself. And I know that to be true. Okay. So, start giving the readings, the oracle card readings, and trust it. Keep giving readings to everybody. Okay. And that's where the trust will continue to percolate for you. Okay. So I love this, you guys. Oh my gosh. So great. Love it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card for all of us. Okay. So everybody that is on here, this is a reading for the collective. Love this. All right. Okay. I pulled the water spirit manifesting dreams. Oh my gosh. Right. And it's so interesting because these last 2 days, I have been talking are thinking so much about manifesting, manifesting, manifesting. And I feel like that our energy right now, the energy out there in the world right now, is all about keeping our vibration high, manifesting our dreams, you know? And I can tell you that I'm in the process of doing that too. That's the way this kind of works. You know, we all do it together. Okay. So I am supposed to tell, and this goes back to, it's so interesting because it goes back to, I think, the reading that I was given to Frank about manifesting. Keep your vibration as high as you possibly can. Do whatever you have to do. Put on your favorite music. Find that particular affirmation that just grabs you and just takes you to another level. Okay. Sing, as you know, take a walk in nature, whatever makes you feel alive. Okay. Go hug a tree, go swimming, go to the beach, go to the mountains, you know, do whatever you do to get yourself feeling happy. Okay. And if I had it close, I would play the happy song right now, but I can't do that anyway, because we're on YouTube. But yeah. Okay. So that is our reading. That is our collective reading for tonight. And yeah, so thank you guys all for being here. SK, I'm here every Thursday night. So come back next Thursday and you know, at 5 o'clock Pacific time. I don't know where in the world you are, but Pacific time, 5 o'clock. So that's 8 Eastern. So come join again. And you guys love each other. Love each other. Remember that. Okay. And until next week, have a beautiful weekend. And I love seeing you all. Take care. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out in the spirit room. Now go shine your light, trust your vibe, and remember to tell someone that you love them today. Namaste.